Hello everyone, I hope you all doing great. Myself Yusuf, a student of class 12 Humanities, and I'm going to give you a reason to fall in love with humanities while giving you information on the Cold War era. So without any further delay, let's fall in love with humanities. Imagine your friend being threatened by your enemy. So what you'll do in that situation? Obviously you'll help him. That's what happened in 1961 when Cuba, an ally of Russia, was under constant threat of their common enemy USA. The Russians tried to help their friend by making Cuba as its military base, and when USA heard it, they tried to defend it by doing military blockade of the Russian naval ships, and they also demanded Russians to retreat from the Cuba as ready for the consequences. This was a time in history where there could have been a third world war, but due to the conscience and the leadership skills of the bygone leaders that the war actually didn't happen. So what was the result of all this? The Russians retreated from the Cuba and the USA also took back their military blockade, and this incident was known as the Cuban Missile Crisis, which happened in 1961. Okay, but how does it explain Cold War? Actually, Cold War was an era where two superpowers, namely USA and USSR, fought over the supremacy of their economics, politics, and their ideologies backed up with their respective allies, which often led to the series of tensions and conflicts, which Cuban Missile Crisis was the highest example. USA was the representative of democracy and capitalism, and the Russia was an ardent devotee of socialism and communism. Now we will talk about the World War. The world has seen two big wars, first in 1914 to 1918, then again in 1939 when Allied forces, namely USA, USSR, Britain and France defeated Axis group led by the countries such as Germany, Italy and Japan. The war ended in 1945 when USA dropped two nuclear weapons on Japan's Hiroshima and Nagasaki. How can we relate it to the Cold War? We can relate it as USA has nuclear weapons and the Russia was not even an inch behind in that race. Both the countries can start the war, but both were reluctant to do so because of the destruction that follows. That's why the Cold War was fought over the terms of their politics, economics and ideologies, not over the weapons. And the information I gave you in this video was from 1939 to 1961. That's the reason to love the humanities, because you can get this information just by reading the 4 pages of your book. I am Yusuf and you are great. Thank you for watching this video.